Hello, everyone. Wait, what are you listening to? Oh, it's your friendly neighborhood fanboys. It's been a minute, but we're alive. We are well, and we are here with middleofnowheregaming.com. I am your host, Chaz King. With me, as always, Mr. Adam Leonard.
What up?
What's up, guys? It's been a while, and we are back. We have our lives in order. Things are good. I have a working internet connection, which greatly helps in our bi-coastal podcasting abilities. And yeah, things are good. Adam, are things good on your end?
Yeah, things are great. A fair amount has changed since the last time we cast. Started a new job. Left the old company I was working for a biomedical company now, and a lot happier.
Ooh, working for the Umbrella Corporation.
Yes, indeed. And like, although we do sell to companies that I totally think could be like Resident Evil style, like it'll be like Gene Corp, and I'm like, I wonder what they do.
Gene Corp,
Genitech. It's like, is this like a supervillain organization?
Hydra. Oh, whoops. Maybe we shouldn't sell to those guys.
Like, true story, we actually, there's actually there's an actual lab in the U.S. that, like, not unfortunately, but, like, kind of unfortunately because, like, hindsight, or just, like, inevitably it stinks that, like, fate sometimes is against you. And they were a company that was originally called ISIS.
Oh, no.
And so they're not called ISIS anymore, obviously.
I would hope not.
So I think they're called, like, Ionis now, but I was like, ooh, that's, like, that's not probably, like, you're probably unhappy with that.
Yeah. Have you run into any advanced idea mechanics?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Star Laboratories?
Nope, not yet.
Cadmus.
Star Lab. Did you see Draco Malfoy is going to be in Flash?
Yes, I did. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, right on. But anyways, yeah, new job. I also got a new laptop, so that's kind of exciting.
Yay! I heard the last one is sadly no longer with us.
It kind of is. It's just like it's seeming to have some power supplies, so I got something a little bit smaller with better battery life, because I just haven't been playing as many games on my laptop anymore, so having a gaming laptop's not really a priority for me.
Nice. Mine is still trucking. It tried to install Windows 10 on me, the bastard. It did. It just did it like over a weekend. I turned on my computer and it's like, congratulations on your upgrade. I'm like, no, you do not. I told you not to. And so I regressed back to my Windows 7 days because I did not like 10. 10 was not my jam. I actually gave it the old college try, but no, not a fan.
Getting ready to celebrate the 4th of July. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, I actually went and saw a fire show tonight.
Fireworks or fire?
Fire.
Okay, so indeed, tell me.
It was circus performers from Boston.
Oh, okay.
And they were spinning things, and they were twirling things, and they were throwing things, and it was all on fire. They even had fire on their pants. It was
nice.
Cool. Yeah, they all looked like superheroes. They had, like, flaming staffs. I was like, oh, cool, it's a fire mage. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah. I'm headed out tomorrow. I'm headed out to the Rich compound.
Nice.
And everybody bought like a bunch of different types of meat, and we're just gonna like gorge ourselves until we have like meat sweats and food comas.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan for us tomorrow as well. We're gonna run to the grocery store and barbecue with my aunt and uncle, and swim in their swimming pool.
Oh, that's awesome. I wish the Riches had a swimming pool. That would only make things better.
Oh, I'm sure they'll get one. Knowing them, Eventually it will happen.
Someday. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, things on my end, kind of the same. I moved, big move. Jessie, my lady friend, is now officially a master of stage management. So the mission is done. The 2-year mission is over to Boldly Go, where a few people have gone before, known as New York City. Now we live in Washington Heights, and it's pretty cool because it's actually affordable, and I can afford to buy a plane ticket and visit the West Coast and maybe do something super special for this podcast. that we'll announce in the upcoming weeks once we get it all figured
Yes.
out.
I kind of very vague news for now, but
Very vague.
but I think each one of the fanboys is going to be taking a trip across the country in the near future. So we'll try to hopefully have something special for those.
Yes, something special for both occasions. What, both? Huh? Teaser.
Yeah, like Chaz is likely going to be out here soon, and you in October you might very well be getting a very special report about some haunted house stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
That's right. And, Chaz has a valid internet connection, so, all things are good now.
Yes, indeed. Things are looking up for the fanboys.
Yes, we are back in full force, and we're going to talk about some nerdy things that are just going on in the world. A lot has happened since the last time we recorded.
Yes.
Let's see. DC Rebirth happened, so Watchmen. Captain America is a Hydra agent. So
that was resolved pretty quickly, right?
Yeah, that was done by issue 2. Well, he's still a Hydra agent, but we now know why, and it's not betraying everything I know about the character. Everything is awful in the world because I've read one article about a comic book. Yeah.
So Adam's actually back into the comic book world now. I should share this. Partially out of just sheer convenience. So I found a really good deal on a Kindle Fire.
Nice.
And Kindle Fire, unlike my old e-reader, has Comixology as an app. And so I've definitely dived down that Comixology hole.
Yeah, it happens. All of a sudden you see a banner that says, blah, blah, blah sale. Oh, only 99 cents? I'll buy all that.
Well, specifically what I've been on so far is I reread Civil War, simply because I wanted to, and I want to read Civil War 2. I'll probably wait until I can buy all of it at a reduced price.
Yeah. So far, pretty good. The art is beautiful.
I was super excited because it turned out my favorite creative team had released a miniseries that I was aware of, but it was in delayed development for a really long time, so I didn't realize that they finally finished it. I picked up Captain America White.
Yes, Jeff Loeb, Tim
Jeff
Sale.
Loeb and Tim Sale.
Cannot go wrong with those guys.
Yep, it's just them doing exactly what they're good at. And then I am currently tentatively subscribed to Comixology Unlimited, which seems to kind of basically serves as a gateway for you to try a bunch of different stuff to see kind of what sticks.
Yeah, I saw they had a lot of really good stuff available, a lot of stuff that I've already bought. They're like, this is on Unlimited. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I got it, though. It's awesome.
Well, I wound up picking up or using it to read the first volume of Lock and Key, actually.
Oh, I have not read that. That's Stephen King's kid. What's his name?
Oh, that's Stephen King's kid?
Yeah, isn't it? Stephen King's kid, Lock and Key.
I'm trying to pull up the creator here. Hold on.
Yeah. And I hear it's
Joe Hill.
Joe Hill, yes, and I hear it is fantastic.
I was impressed with the first volume, and yeah, I will probably be actually purchasing the rest. And I'm kind of into the digital comic thing because I can just kind of take it with me, and I don't have to worry about it getting damaged or anything like that.
Yeah, it's wonderful for journeys. Journeys.
So they do occasionally have crazy bargain sales.
Yes, here we go. Stephen King, father. Tabitha King, mother.
Huh.
Joseph Hill.
So is he going by Joe Hill? I'm assuming because he doesn't want to go under the King banner, I would imagine?
Yeah, apparently his full name is Joseph Hillstrom King. So he's going as Joe Hill, I guess, to Nicolas Cage it and not be a Coppola.
Well, I can respect that because, I mean, obviously, you don't want to think that you're getting by just on the merit of your, parents.
Yeah.
And obviously he doesn't need to go by the merit of his parents because I was very impressed with what I've read from Lock and Key.
Yeah, and it's it's like a beloved series. It's a lot of people I work with love it. A lot of people that regulars in the store, they love it too. I just haven't. I've got a lot of stuff on my plate. I read all the superhero stuff, so I'm constantly overwhelmed. I have 5 short boxes of comics I have not read yet. That's a lot.
Yeah, I can't wait to hopefully in October come up and like raid your comic book shop.
Yeah. Yes, we'll talk.
But yeah. So anyways, that's cool. So I've been doing that, and yeah. So comics are cool, and I'll probably be looking for more suggestions as they come in.
For sure. Let's see. Recommendation from me. Definitely check out. If you were disenfranchised with what DC was doing with the New 52, definitely check out Rebirth. It just kind of reintroduces optimism into the DC universe, and it seems like things are going very, very well. Overwhelmingly positive response on that front, on the DC front. Black Panther, if you're not reading Black Panther, definitely check that out. It's only up to issue number 3. You could probably track down the first 2 faithful dozens. Yeah, definitely check out those books on the cape side of things, the superhero side of things, because that's like my bread and butter.
I was thinking about picking up something else that was on Unlimited that I was thinking about coming around to is the first volume of The Boys. I've heard good things about The Boys.
Ooh, Garth Ennis. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if it's Garth Ennis, so I'm assuming it's probably pretty dark.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's messed up too. I haven't read The Boys, but I've read all of his Punisher run, and of course he did Preacher. So,
have you watched any of Preacher yet?
I have not watched any of Preacher yet. I also haven't watched any of Better Call Saul Season 2. AMC, I really need to catch up on my AMC viewing. It's been shameful, my lack of AMC viewing.
So, well, now we're focusing on TV. Like, I won't go too spoilerific, especially for your sake, but this season of Game of Thrones was just damn.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
It's like really just everything is getting turned up.
That's good. So, wait, are they, like, out of material from the books now?
They are beyond the books, absolutely, yes.
Cool, so they're just kind of making it all up now.
Well, generally speaking, like, they've talked to George R.R. Martin, so they kind of know what's supposed to happen and the important things. But, yeah, the season was really kind of fascinating because after this, basically, there's going to be 2 short seasons, and that's it.
Oh, wow.
So this season really kind of feels like they're starting to get to it a little bit. Like it's all kind of coming together. Where this is all going is becoming more and more clear with every episode.
That's good. What was this, season 6?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, 6 years. I guess that's right. What, 2010, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, what happened to
time? How far are you into it?
Season 2. Okay. Back when it was kind of boring in the middle of season 2. It's like really boring. I'm having a hard time getting through it. But I will get through it. I will. I promise you.
Just pray to the patron saint of Peter Dinklage and it'll all be okay.
Okay, I can do that. The station agent.
Have you seen like the amazing picture that's been going around on the internet of Peter Dinklage in a hoodie wearing sunglasses on a Razor scooter?
No.
Go look it up right now.
Okay. So Peter Dinklage, Razor scooter. Let's go. Come on, computer. Do my thing. Peter Dinklage, Razor scooter. Images. Oh my God, that's outstanding.
Isn't it?
Whoa, I want to be him.
That's amazing. Like, he's my hero. He's like my soul animal.
That is so cool. Oh, I wish I looked that cool on a Razor scooter. I don't. I look really sad on a Razor scooter. Look at that vest. That vest is dope.
Peter Dinklage is pretty much the man.
Yeah, he is. Oh, man. Remember how underutilized he was in that one X-Men movie he was in?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
It was Days of Future Past.
That was a good one. But yeah, he was just like, hi, I'm Peter Dinklage. I'm in this movie. Bye for now. Oh, man.
So we're jumping all over the place, but now on the movie front.
We are jumping all over the place because we can.
This is going to be kind of a catch-up episode. It's going to be a little less organized, I think. I think it's just kind of us starting here and there.
Yeah, touching on things that, we missed. We missed coverage.
So, I've seen some movies recently. I can give some pluses to. I saw Popstar.
Oh, okay. I have not.
Popstar
I have not seen it yet. How is it?
Popstar was really, really good. Actually, I was surprised with how good it was. We'll see. We'll see how history treats it, and this might be kind of sacrilegious to some, but in many ways, it's kind of a modern day Spinal Tap.
Huh. All right.
Because it's definitely a movie that's kind of very much about like the state of music today.
Very cool.
It's basically Andy Samberg and the Lonely Island guys just doing what they do, and it's kind of wonderful.
All right, Popstar. Definitely have to check it out. I did a wonderfully meh. I hate to use that term, but it definitely was. It was a meh movie-going day for me. I went and saw, at 9:30 in the morning, I went and saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
Skylar saw that.
I saw it and went, and then it was done at it was like 11 or whatever. Who cares about the time? But then it was done, and X-Men Apocalypse started like 10 minutes after that. So I decided, well, I'll go see X-Men Apocalypse.
I didn't hate it as much as some.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I just thought, well, this is okay. What I really want after watching that movie is a TV show starring the young cast. I want young Cyclops, young Jean Grey, young Nightcrawler, young Storm, young Jubilee. Just have them tool around a mall. Have them go on weird adventures. Have them be teenagers. But, now we have to fight somebody, at the end of the season. Because those are my favorite parts. But they made it just nobody had shined in that movie to me. It was just nobody had a moment. And the little moments that were there, I don't know. I didn't dislike it. I'll definitely watch it again. But the weakest of the new three, in my opinion.
Jubilee kind of got shafted.
Yeah, she did. She's like, look at me, I'm here. Oh, no, you don't need me? Okay.
Right. I still think Quicksilver is kind of wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah. I liked Nightcrawler quite a bit.
Me too. I liked his little Michael Jackson jacket. He was adorable. He's like, a cute Nightcrawler. He's like, I'm Russian and I wear red jackets.
German.
Oh, well, yeah, sorry. German.
Colossus is of the resident Rusty.
That is correct.
Saw Now You See Me Too?
I did as well. I actually saw that the night before I saw these other movies.
Not as good as the first, but I still enjoyed it.
I thought it was fine. Just fine.
I kind of saw the big reveal coming.
Yeah, so did I. Honestly, I felt like the first 25 minutes or so was all getting you up to speed. And I was like, okay, hey, no, you don't have to tell me all that stuff, guys. I'll figure it out. Is it relevant to what's happening right now? Okay, well, I guess it is. But 25 minutes of exposition, it took me a long time to get into this movie, admittedly. But the cast is great. Soundtrack was cool. I liked the soundtrack a lot, too.
And then finally, I saw Independence Day Resurgence yesterday.
And how is that? I hear not good things.
I didn't hate it. I mean, it didn't really strike me as... It didn't really strike me... It didn't really move me in any kind of way. It kind of felt like they had to trot out as many old characters as possible while, inserting a whole new generation of characters. Probably my favorite part of the whole thing is, Brent Spiner was pretty good.
I like him.
Yeah, his character is actually back and actually in a larger role than the original movie, believe it or not.
Nice.
Yes.
John Adams in 1776. He will always be my John Adams.
Paul Giamatti's my John Adams.
Oh man, I forgot about that HBO series.
He's so good in that. That it's just literally hours and hours of people talking, but it's so good.
Yeah, it's just old dudes talking for 9 hours. Yeah, okay, cool.
But it's fucking fascinating because everybody's great actors.
Yeah, I bought that on DVD. I still have that. Oh man, what a good show! If you have not watched John Adams, Middle of Nowhere Gaming listeners, Friendly Neighborhood Fanboys, dozens, watch it. It's really, really good.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti is just just incomparable. Like, the guy could just read a phone book, literally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did play the Rhino. In Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, but even still, like, I'll give him credit because he went for it at least.
It's like, I will kill you, Spider-Man.
It was more interesting than whatever the hell Jamie Foxx was trying to do in that film.
Yeah, well, Jamie Foxx was doing his Jim Carrey and Batman Forever impression. He's like, I'm not the Joker. No. But then, oh man, the soundtrack to that movie. Do you remember the soundtrack to The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
No, I've blocked out mass parts of Amazing Spider-Man 2. So.
It was done by Junkie XL, who also did Mad Max Fury Road, which was great, the music for it. And he also helped Hans Zimmer with Batman v Superman, and the music in that was really good. But the music in this was really weird and, like, I don't know, kind of experimental, so I guess you could give him credit. But when he's fighting Electro and the Itsy Bitsy Spider starts playing, little on the nose.
Speaking of better Spider-Man news.
Yeah.
Homecoming's starting to come together pretty nicely.
It is, and we still have no idea. Michael Keaton has joined the cast, but we don't know who he's playing. There's rumors that he might be the Vulture. There's rumors that he might be Osborn. Man, what would you like to see Michael Keaton as in Spider-Man?
Vulture hasn't been done yet.
That's true.
I still really want Mysterio at some point.
Mysterio would be awesome. You could do so many cool visual things with Mysterio.
And specifically, especially because the comics represent it, I want Bruce Campbell as Mysterio.
Oh, that would be so cool. Even if he just shows up for, like, a small little, like... He's the villain he takes out before the credits in, like, the Bond sequence. Just, punch out Mysterio with, it's Bruce Campbell. And then get into the movie.
So I read, like, kind of an incredible... Like, it was an article that was, like, a bit of a rumor, but it was actually an interview that took place with some people that are kind of involved or, connected to Homecoming. I heard, like, a really crazy rumor that I could only dream would come true. That the Great Lake Avengers might show up.
Oh my goodness.
That Squirrel Girl might be in, like, the Spider-Man movie.
That would be so cool. Oh man, the unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
And, like, on a side tangent, apparently then, like, Anna Kendrick has come out officially saying that she wants to play Squirrel Girl.
I saw that just today, like 15 minutes before we started recording.
I could sign off on that.
I think that would be great. She would be super adorable and endearing, and just like Squirrel Girl is. Squirrel Girl is super adorable and endearing. She is friends to the animals.
So pivoting yet again, because I just realized, holy crap, we have not recorded since before E3.
Oh, yeah, we did not.
How about that Spider-Man trailer?
Yeah, super cool. It's PlayStation exclusive, yeah?
Sadly,
that's
yes.
okay, because I can pay rent comfortably. So PlayStation 4 might be in Chaz's future. Dual adoption may be sooner rather than later.
But I was pretty stoked about that. It looks really good. I mean, Insomniac is a good studio.
Infamous. Yeah, you can't go wrong with.
No, they're not the Infamous guys. Those are the Ratchet and Clank people.
Oh, man, who did Infamous then?
That's Sucker
Punch. Oh man, all these studios.
Though they are responsible for Sunset Overdrive, which is like a pretty good prototype to prove that they're completely capable of a Spider-Man game.
Awesome.
I kind of thought, personally, in my opinion, that Sony won E3.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Because like basically like there's some stuff I'm definitely stoked about for Xbox One. You and I are so going to be doing like a scale-bound Let's Play.
Okay. All right.
But it felt like they wanted to talk about, like, they didn't talk about games enough for me. It just felt like Sony's conference was just like kind of even if you want to attack the fact that they didn't have a lot of release dates attached, Sony's conference was just like pure ecstasy. It was like, here's a game, here's a game, here's a game, here's a game, here's a game.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, to start with, first of all, God of War. Holy crap!
Yeah. You know how? I mean, I know that you're not a big fan of Kratos, but I am. I like Kratos a lot. So seeing him in a different context, I'm assuming that's still the same guy, is really, really neat. Giving him actually an emotional connection to something will be helpful.
And now, keep in mind, if you don't listen to the other podcast, Middle of Nowhere Gaming podcast, I've already come out and said that, yeah, I'm not a God of War fan. I am stoked to play that God of War game.
Yeah, it just looked really cool.
Like, everything about that kind of reminded me of, maybe Witcher or something like that. I'm like, yes, please. I will play that God of War game.
Yeah. Oh, man, Witcher. I had sad Witcher news.
Is it not working yet?
No, it's still not working. And I took a closer look at the disc. Yeah, no. It's one of those just deep enough that it causes some issues. It's super small, but it is, you rub your finger over it, you feel it. It's one of those.
You should just take it to a game shop. Most game shops usually have something they can use on disc to make them work.
The buffer? Yeah, I can try the buffer. The game sale, the Xbox One game sale is starting to happen on July 5th.
That is.
Yeah, so Witcher 3 was on that preview, so I'll probably just pick it up there.
There you go.
Digitally, no problems.
I can't wait to talk about that game with you, because as I've told you, as you were well aware, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I bought it the first week I got the console. I didn't install it because I'm like, I don't need to install it right now. I'm sucked into Dragon Age, and this will last me another 100 and some odd hours. And then when I'm finally like, you know what, I'm gearing up. I think I'm going to play this game soon. I bought the season pass, so I could get all the DLC, and I downloaded all the DLC, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to install the game. Stupid. And I go and install it. Stops at 64%. I try it again. Stops at 64%. I'm like, I have plenty of space. I have 106 gigs free. This game should not be that big. I call Microsoft. I'm like, hey, am I doing something wrong? Because I hear this is sometimes a thing. Not very often, but sometimes. And they're like, oh, yeah, just reset the cache and, clear the cache, all that stuff. Typical electronic stuff. If it doesn't work, unplug it and then plug it back in. And did that, and it stopped at 64%. And then I look at the disc, I'm like, shit. I should have installed it when I first got it, because I could have just taken it back, but it's been months since I bought that game, so there's nothing they can do about it. But hey, whatever. I traded in games, so it's not like I paid out of pocket for it.
Right. And
I traded in games like UFC Undisputed 2009. So let's just put it in the sense that, I'm not really out much here, and I got a soundtrack out of the deal.
Yeah.
So cool.
Do you care if I keep on geeking out on Sony's conference?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. So God of War looks amazing. It sounds like we both agree.
Yes.
Next up, we're given Days Gone. Have you watched any of Days Gone?
I have not watched any of Days Gone.
It's it kind of reminds me a little bit of Last of Us.
Okay.
It's basically it's like the zombie apocalypse. You're a dude who used to be part of a motorcycle gang, and now you're kind of working as a soldier of fortune in the zombie apocalypse. Looks like there might be some kind of motorcycle mechanic to it.
Cool.
It's zombies. These zombies are kind of terrifying though, because these zombies are. You're I didn't actually see World War Z, but those zombies that are just kind of like a force of nature.
Yeah, they can climb up walls like ants.
And they're just in mass droves.
Ugh.
So it's that kind of zombie. Really go watch the cinematic trailer, because the cinematic trailer is friggin' awesome. It seems like it's set in Oregon.
Oh, that's scary.
Because it's Sony Bend.
Oh, cool.
So Days Gone. Go watch it. If you guys, the viewers, haven't seen it, go watch it. It looks really good.
Okay.
There was obviously Spider-Man. Probably my game of the show is Detroit.
Yes.
Did you watch that trailer?
I did watch that trailer.
Oh, doesn't that look so good?
It does. It was on your recommendation. You're like, Detroit was my pick. I'm like, Detroit? I don't know what that is. And then I just go, E3, Detroit. There's this video. I'll watch it. I cannot wait to play that game.
Yeah, like, basically everything about that was just like, yes, please. I want to play that game, like, right now.
Yeah, it's like, hi, I'm this guy. Oh, no, he fell out the window. Oh, I failed miserably. Oh, no, here, I apprehended him. And I love that it branched off. It showed, like, all the possible outcomes from your decisions. It's like, damn, this is taking that whole, like, BioWare, we make decisions. It's like, this is taking that to the nth degree, where it's like, you make so many decisions.
Well, this is keep in mind, this is like the people who made Quantum Break, or not Quantum Break, sorry, Heavy Rain.
Yes.
But I just like I like the universe. I like the fact that like, you know, like there's all these like it's like very Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Like there's all these androids, and like that one woman's like really upset because they sent in like an android to try to like get her daughter back, and it's like, yeah, it's like it looks so good. Like everything about it was just like this is going to be something really neat. Yeah. And there was I'm probably going to miss stuff at Sony's conference, but I think I'm just going to jump to the big thing. And you know what I'm talking about, right? Please welcome to the stage, Hideo Kojima.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Okay, so I got to say it. That trailer, what the fuck?
Have you listened to the Middle of Nowhere podcast at all recently?
No, I have not listened to that episode. I am two episodes behind that one.
Because we have become like it's become like a singular obsession with us now.
That trailer?
Yes, yeah. Like we like that is like our new Deckard Cain is Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. I'm Norman Reedus. I'm gonna cry on a beach with a baby. Okay.
And like I was really stoked because when I was delving through the Facebooks, I discovered a picture of some dude actually cosplayed as that, like literally right after E3. It was just like this dude who looks kind of like Josh Groban, no less, in like flesh underwear with like a baby and like little like handprints all over his body.
Oh, that trailer! Like I couldn't get hype. I watched that trailer. I'm like, okay, hey, huh? Yeah, okay. Is this game actually, like, are you working on this, or is this video all that exists for it? Like, that's my big thing, because I love Hideo Kojima, don't get me wrong. Man's behind, like, my, like, second favorite thing in all of just storytelling. And that's Metal Gear Solid. I love the guy, but there's a part of me that because of the history with those games and how long they take and that whole like, yo, bro, put out 5. No, it's not ready yet. Put out 5. It's not ready yet. I'm like, is this game actually being worked on right now? Or is that video the only thing that exists?
Well, okay, let me state 2 things here real quick. First of all, this was a fucking brilliant move by Sony. Because Sony already had, like, a stellar E3. They had already pretty much won, in my opinion. But it was just, like, the knockout blow to go, like, oh, by the way, here's Hideo Kojima. He's going to show you a trailer for his new game that's only going to be on PlayStation. That was a fucking knockout punch.
Sure.
Now, that being said, do I think that he has any idea what his game is at this point? No.
Same. I look at it and I'm like, okay, so wait, is this PT? PT Part 2? Probably not. So what are you doing? Wait, there's a baby and a beach and a naked guy.
And some flying dudes. Don't forget the flying dudes. And also a lot of dead crabs.
That's right. All those crabs were super dead.
Yes.
Man.
So that's what he's got to go off of so far.
Yeah. I want to see this movie. I mean, play this game.
I'm sure whatever it's going to turn out to be is going to be fascinating. I don't think we're going to see it for a long time.
Yeah, it's like E3 next year. Here's another video. Okay. E3 the next year. Here's a gameplay demo. Look, we can cut watermelons. Yep.
Past Sony. Like I said, Xbox, it was fine. I think they spent too much time showing stuff that was cool but wasn't necessarily building hype. Like, it's really neat that you have games that are now cross-buy for Xbox One and PS and PC, but I wonder how many people really care about that.
Mm-hmm.
The interesting reveal on your I was kind of like dumbfounded. They're like, hey, we've got like a new upscaled console coming out like in over a year from now, but we still want you to buy our system, so please keep on doing that. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that was a little weird. I'm like, that's a little off. Like, don't tell me that new one is coming out, yet you still want me to buy the old one?
Or the Slim.
Yeah, because I don't, no.
And not to mention, like, it's doubly because, like, it's likely sounding like Sony's going to go to market with their new one, like, this year.
Yeah.
And Microsoft talking about them releasing theirs the end of next year. I'm like, ouch.
Yeah, that's...
But past that, I was excited for Scalebound. Scalebound looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm also really excited for? Like, this is totally a game that you and I have to both get and go on so many adventures together. Pirates of the Burning Sea.
Pirates of the Burning Sea. I actually did not see anything for this one.
Oh, it's... or actually, no, what's it called? Hold on just a second. Is that right?
Is it that cool, like, old-school animation-looking one?
No. Sorry, Sea of Thieves is what I'm talking about. It's rare.
Oh, cool.
And basically you're pirates, and you get to go do pirate stuff. Like, you get to go you and your friends could go, like, get a ship and get on the ship and then start sailing, and then, like, then you could, like, dive underwater and find some mermaids and some pirate treasure, and then you can fight some other pirate crews, and you can go to, like, an island and get drunk and wobble around for a bit.
Sweet.
It's basically, you get to be a pirate.
We should definitely do, those adventures together.
Yeah, we need to get a scurvy crew together.
Yes. As Morden Solus would say. Yes.
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 So that was that. EA was kind of a disappointment because they showed us almost nothing about BioShock or nothing about Mass Effect.
Yeah, the trailer was kind of cool though. I'll take anything I can get at this point.
Virtually nothing about Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh look, we're working on games. Oh, okay. What games? Yeah, you know, Star Wars games. Oh.
I really am desperate to know whatever Amy Hennig is working on.
Yes.
So that's going to be amazing, I'm sure. I'm trying to think what else stuck out to me in the show. South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah. That's I'll be playing that. That's for sure.
It makes me definitely happy that it's one of my favorite comic stories. It's Civil War, basically.
Mm-hmm. With the South Park superhero characters.
Yes.
Alrighty, whatever. DC Comics. Yeah, that was awesome.
So, what have you been playing?
I have been playing, like, almost nonstop Overwatch.
Cool. Justin's super into that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's an online shooter. Luckily for me, it has AI, and I like fighting bots at progressive difficulties because no one gets mad at you when you're fighting bots. When you're fighting against people, the people you are like supposed to kill, they get really mad, and I just don't like that kind of passive aggressive, like, you killed me. It's like, that's kind of the object we're playing. It's a game, guys. Calm down. So I like that it has AI, but I also really like that it's got all sorts of superhero tropes and first-person shooter tropes. Like, if you want your classic Halo-type character, Soldier 76 is there. If you want, like, comic book level, like, villain, Reaper is there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really dig the lore. Like, I watched all of the animated shorts, and I read all of the free digital comics, and read every character's bio, and I'm into it. I'm super into it. I bought all of the pop figures because work has corrupted me and turned me into a big pop vinyl fan, the Funko Pops. I have a bunch now, which is okay because I like them.
I wish it wasn't so repetitive because, like, I like everything else about it.
I do want more modes and more maps, but it's Blizzard, so I assume those are coming, because
If
like World of Warcraft is any indication, they will probably work on this game. Why? Because it has microtransactions. They will probably work on this game for the lifespan of the console. So I'm excited.
I wish if it had some kind of story mode, I probably would have bought it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see like what they do, because there's been a lot of like hints at we'll do story content, but I don't know like what that'll be like, or win 5 matches and we'll tell you a little story, or so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But so far so good. I'm just kind of enjoying playing as the 20 different characters, 21 different characters, however many characters there are, because I don't know, it's just keeping me occupied, and it's great to just pick it up, play it, be done with it, which is what I need right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's going on with me in the gaming world. I also did a bad thing, because the Mass Effect Andromeda trailer, though very elusive with any answers, got me hyped. I was like, you know what? Now might be a good time for me to play through it. And so I'm on Mass Effect 2 now. So I'm repeating myself for games, because it's what I like to do. But Witcher 3 will be in the pipeline probably by the end of the week. So, yeah, that'll happen. And Dark Souls is still a thing that will happen.
Yes.
I promise that it will happen. Don't know when, but it will. I will hold myself to it.
It's there. It's haunting your dreams. Eventually, I'll just succumb to it.
Well, and I have that Knight Funko Pop, the Knight guy, the Red Knight or whatever it's called, and he's staring at me. He's on my little gaming shelf. He's staring at me, and he's like, you really need to play this game. I can watch, like, I can see your friend's judgment through the replica.
You might have to come over. You might have to play some Dark Souls 3. Maybe we could get you introduced a little bit when you're back in town.
Okay. Maybe we do that during a certain function.
Okay. I'm sure alcohol is going to make that situation a whole
lot better. Maybe for YouTube.
Yeah.
A guy loses his mind playing drunk Dark Souls. Breaks sliding glass door.
Because the first boss of Dark Souls 3 is kind of hard.
Yay! It sounds like not my kind of game, but I will do it. I will do it for you, Adam, because
everything up to that point's not too bad, but the first boss is a little hard.
Cool.
Yes, I've just been playing. Well, for the last couple of weeks, I just finally wrapped up. I was playing Odin Sphere Left Fraser.
Good.
It's like, okay, so it's kind of like, it's an action JRPG. It's absolutely gorgeous. It had these really kind of beautiful, painted, almost kind of storybook-looking graphics that were just, like, amazing. And it's this huge game. It's kind of a beat-em-up like I said, action RPG, but it's huge. It's 40-plus hours. And it's basically this kind of sword and sorcery story, and you play as these 5 different characters whose stories all interweave with one another.
Okay.
And they're each one of them has these magical crystal weapons that they use, and they ultimately have to join forces to basically prevent the end of the world.
Cool.
So it was really cool, and it doesn't get old it doesn't get old even with as long as it is, because each character plays very different. They've got kind of different skill sets and different weapon types, and so each character feels very different. And so just as soon as you're feeling a little bit too settled into one character, their storyline ends, and you pick up with a new character with a completely new skill set.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good. What's it called again?
Odin Sphere Left Fraser.
Okay.
And past that, GameStop this weekend is having a buy 2 used games, get 1 game free. So I used it as an excuse/opportunity to pick up. I picked up Far Cry Primal, which I'm playing now.
Cool.
And I've also got GTA 5 for PS4, and then Doom.
Nice. I want to play Doom because I like Doom, but I'm not willing to pay much money for Doom because I've been burned by Doom in the past.
This Doom is supposedly very good.
Cool. I want to play all the games, but I find myself lacking on time.
Yeah, I am just trying to find something to kind of fill my void. It's been kind of a disappointing year because it feels like it's a year with a lot of delays. Like stuff that I was excited to play this year is not going to be out this year.
Like Mass Effect. Jerks.
Mass
That's
Effect,
okay. Make
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, that got delayed too?
Yeah, like I've got this situation next year, this very like first world problem situation where basically like Horizon Zero Dawn, Mass Effect Andromeda, and Persona 5 all come out almost at the same time.
Oh no, and Persona 5's like Adam's jam.
Yep, that's something Adam is hyped for. Adam has like the special edition already pre-ordered.
Oh man.
And so it's like Mass Effect Andromeda and like Persona 5 are guaranteed to be 40-plus hour games.
Oh, yeah. There's a part of me that's predicting Andromeda's going to be Inquisition style and cost me 107 hours of my life.
Yeah, that's probably going to happen. And I don't know how big Horizon Zero Dawn is, but that doesn't seem like that's going to be particularly short either.
That's the cool robot animals, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
You had to that one experience hunting that one animal. I'm like, oh, damn.
So I will be very busy come March, and I wish I could say I could take off vacation time, but I may need to save it. Partially because, you know what's going to be in L.A. in January?
What?
The Royal Rumble.
What?
So there is some initial discussion between me and some friends about possibly going to the Royal Rumble.
That would be really cool.
It's a bucket list for me. Like I said, Royal Rumble's my favorite WWE event, and I would love to be there and see one live.
Yeah, that would be the coolest. The Royal Rumble really is, like, my favorite.
Yeah, it's just so awesome. It's like, you get to see pretty much everybody you like. There's inevitably lots of surprises, and there is always like this kind of air of excitement because basically somebody's going to be guaranteed a title shot. So it's always kind of like, could they do something huge and surprising here?
Mm-hmm. Like they should have this past year, but didn't. But that's okay.
I would say they made up for it quite recently.
Yeah, they did.
How about that last pay-per-view?
Yeah, that was really cool. Dean Ambrose taking the title. Oh, man. Good stuff, WWE. And then Roman Reigns proceeds to get himself suspended in real life, not in the drama that is on television, but in real world time. Yeah. Did we ever find out what that was for?
Not yet.
Yeah, I don't think we ever will. They'll keep it under wraps. He's still their guy.
Dean Ambrose totally deserves it. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, me too. Like, even if this is just a little thing for now, he's going to be in that picture for the foreseeable future and years to come, so that's good.
Well, he's just so over with the fans, really.
I can see him, honestly, because they're doing the brand split here in, like, the next month. He could be the face, like, if they want Roman as the face of Raw, clearly. But Dean can be the face of SmackDown, and that'll be the show that I watch.
Though, it's kind of great because, like, these days we're kind of at, like, an embarrassment of riches because, like, I say that Dean Ambrose totally deserves it, but that applies to, like, a lot of people on that card right now. Like, there's, like, so, like, I don't think the roster's been this strong in a very long time.
Yeah, which is honestly one of the reasons why I think this brand split could actually work, because it'll just get the guys who are overshadowed by the ones at the top. It'll give them the opportunity to be the guys at the top on the other show, and all of a sudden, the main event of the SmackDown will be Ambrose versus Cesaro, and we'll both be like, hell yeah, those two guys deserve it. And then over on Raw, it's Roman and Seth Rollins. It's like, and Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins or something, it's like it's just crazy good talent all across the board. And then you got NXT, which, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, really, I would go so far to say, and I think there's a strong argument for the WWE may very well right now have the best mid-card it's ever had.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, when your mid-card is like Kevin Owens, like Cesaro, and Sami Zayn, among others, that's just like, forget about it.
Yeah, and you got great characters, too, like The Miz, He's a great counter for those aforementioned talents. Yeah, and then who do you think's getting called up from NXT if you had to put money on it, if anyone?
Well, I think Baylor's overdue.
I think so too. I think he's definitely getting a call up, and he'll join the whole. AJ Styles. What's wrong with that guy? He'll join the whole.
Well, he's like the top, but he's not mid card though.
That's
like,
true.
He's
main eventing, right?
He's like a fucking. He just went right to main event, as where he deserves to fucking be.
Yeah, and Anderson and Gallows at his side, and Finn Balor will come in and join that the club storyline.
Well, of course, the obvious ones for me is Samoa Joe's due to move up eventually. Like that has to happen, and of course, I also have to bring up and to be fair, just to play all my cards on the table. Not I've watched a few episodes of New Japan, but I'm not some super fan that's really really smart and super fan who's watched all this stuff and knew about all these people. But I do have to profess that I kind of have a man crush on Shinsuke Nakamura at this point.
You are not the only one, my friend. I had a huge void in my life when CM Punk left. I was like, I don't have a viable man crush anymore. And then I started watching New Japan, and I saw this weirdo come out with a jacket and do this weird dance and hang on the ropes. I'm like, yeah, okay. I might be kind of in love with this guy. Shinsuke Nakamura, man.
It's like when they inevitably put him in the game this year, they need to be able to have a charisma of 15 to give that guy.
Yeah, serious.
Because it's crazy because he doesn't even he's not even native English language. I don't know how well he speaks it or not, but dude, that man fucking owns a room without saying one friggin' word.
Yeah, his he did a little promo with Finn Balor. He speaks English pretty well.
Okay.
And I mean, he's not super duper fluent. He's not gonna be Chris Jericho or CM Punk anytime soon on the microphone, but he says enough. In his actions and in the very short amount of words he says. Like his little promo with Austin Aries, where he challenged Austin Aries to a match, and Austin Aries called him out for I have no idea what you're saying. Nakamura simply responded, yeah, me either. And, silly little things like that, and the simple fact of him calling out Finn Balor, you are the best. I want to be champion, so I have to beat you so I can get there. And it's that's all he had to say. And then they just did a cool, uber charismatic stare down. And, yeah, that's Nakamura for you, man.
He brings something to the ring. It feels like every time he comes out for a match, it's just for and I've only seen him a couple times so far, but there's just kind of this air about him that makes it feel like every match he's in is a big match. Mm-hmm. You're in for something truly special the second that man walks out to the ring.
Yes.
But I think they'd be stupid not to bring him to the main card, but I'm also kind of terrified of them doing so because I just don't know if they'd know what to do with him.
Yeah, yeah.
This is not somebody that you should just kind of casually go oh, well, we're just going to job him out to The Miz this week. Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like he's somebody that needs to be fucking protected.
Yeah. There's a part of me, it's I want him to get called up, but at the same time, I want him to stay in NXT long enough to just kind of, I don't know, feel like a huge deal when he comes up.
What he really, I think, probably needs, and I think this is probably a fair statement, is he needs to beat Joe and be the one that sends Joe up to the main roster, and he needs to have a nice, long run with that belt.
Yeah. Maybe even pull double duty, like Kevin Owens did last summer. They'll do the NXT show and the live Raw show.
But he needs to be an absolute force. He needs to just take out everybody who comes after him.
Man, can you imagine the match that Joe and Nakamura will have?
That's going to be so stiff.
They're going to they'll apologize in the morning. They're going to hit each other so hard. Oh, man.
Because I just assume it's inevitable. He is on a collision course with the... He is on a one-way course to the belt.
I predict Nakamura Joe will take place in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. Nakamura Joe takes place in Brooklyn in front of the uber smart New York crowd, and they'll just kick the crap out of each other. And I think Nakamura will take it. I think he'll take it.
Speaking of which, what I'm predicting is going to be somewhere down the line after that. Can you wait for Nakamura Kenta?
Oh my goodness, the kicks.
Because I've heard the now Hideo Itami's back, right?
Yes, he returned.
So that will definitely happen.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they'll kick the crap out of each other. Oof. Yeah, that's one thing about Nakamura is yeah, I mean, we know, like, if you're sitting out there going, guys, wrestling's fake. Oh, yeah, we know. But sometimes they don't pull everything. And Nakamura is one of those guys because he brought up in Japan. And if you've ever wondered, just YouTube Japanese strong style pro wrestling, and you will see what we mean. They're just gonna hit each other with their forearms a lot, and kick each other in the chest a lot. And it's going to sound bad, it's going to look bad, and their chests are going to welt up. It's going to be brutal and wonderful for the viewer at home.
Yeah. Like I said, I really think, like, unless there's some kind of big surprise, I mean, I think Zayn Nakamura is going to be match of the year, period.
Yeah, that match was incredible. I actually, when that match was announced, I went, damn, that's a good first opponent. But I wonder how that match is going to go. Yeah, no, they killed it. That's the match that he needed to come out and have, and that I knew he could come out and have. I just didn't know that it was going to go that well. Like, yeah,
that match was like special.
Yeah, and if you're looking for another good Nakamura match, track down. You could probably find it on like YouTube or Daily Motion. Check out his match against Hiroshi Tanahashi from last August. It's amazing. It's so good. It's, in my opinion, match of the year for 2015. So the man is on a roll, and I'm really, really excited that you like him. It makes me like really giddy as a quote unquote smarky wrestling fan. I'm like, yay, Adam likes Nakamura. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I kind of felt like I totally got it the second, I'd heard people talk about it, but when he came out, I basically got it. I'm like, okay, so this guy is literally like Michael Jackson or Prince or Freddie Mercury in wrestling form.
Yeah, there's just something about that guy. That is how Jim Ross described him at Wrestle Kingdom 9. He, as Nakamura was entering the ring, Jim Ross, the Hall of Famer, described him as, he's like Freddie Mercury. He's like Michael Jackson. But his nickname is the King of Strong Style, meaning that, ladies and gentlemen, he will kick your ass. And I'm just like, damn, that's it. That's it right there. And can you imagine Nakamura versus Brock Lesnar?
Oh, wow.
Because you could buy it. Like you just, something about Nakamura makes you go, yeah, he could kick Brock Lesnar's ass.
Like, he's so good that my roommate Justin, who's like not a wrestling fan, but will occasionally, because like my brother comes over and watches it with his wife, and so he'll occasionally just kind of be out there just to be social. Even he kind of registered the fact there was something fucking special about that guy.
Yeah, man, I would love to see. Like, now that's all I'm thinking about. Brock Lesnar, Shinsuke Nakamura, WrestleMania 32 or 33. Not 32. 32 just happened. 33. Just make it happen. That would be amazing. Because he could just buy it. Like, Nakamura can take a beating. He can give a beating. He's got a legit MMA background. He fought in MMA before he became a wrestler. So he's got that going for him.
My biggest worry is I don't think Brock Lesnar would do the job for him.
Yeah, probably not.
And Brock Lesnar doesn't even protect it anymore. Like, he's not a full-time wrestler.
Yeah.
I think they used him absolutely brilliantly recently. I mean, like have resurrecting him as champion. They did that that was so good.
Yeah.
That was excellent. But I think that if he was going to compete against Brock Lesnar, it should really be in the service of making Nakamura look better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really doubtful, especially after this WrestleMania, because I said the exact same thing about Dean Ambrose, and we saw how that went.
Yeah, that's true. Brock and Nakamura actually did wrestle each other already in the Tokyo Dome. Yeah, I forget what year. It was a 10-minute match. They hit each other really hard. This was before Nakamura was like Nakamura, if that makes sense. He, his name was Shinsuke Nakamura, had the same music, had the pants that looked similar, but he hadn't quite found it. And I would love to see what it was like, what it would be like now, because they still kick the crap out of each other, and you bought it when Nakamura had Brock on the ropes. And I'm just like, man, I want to see it. I want to see it.
Now, does he doesn't have the same music in NXT that he did in New Japan, does he?
No. But the New Japan one is just as catchy. If I had to choose out of the two, I might choose the NXT one, just because people didn't sing the New Japan one. And I just think that's fascinating. How that happened.
I proceeded to buy. I actually bought his theme song, but it is that catchy.
Yeah, it's really good. At first, I was off put by it. I was like, I don't know if I like this, just because I was so used to the other theme. Mm-hmm. Now I'm like, nah, they're both amazing. They're both great.
Like I said, it kind of adds to the persona. It's like it's just kind of perfect. Mm-hmm. Like basically, it was a song so good that I actually bought it. Like I could say that about that, and probably Sasha Banks' song I actually bought too.
Yeah, Sasha Banks is amazing.
Yeah, she's injured, isn't she? That's why she'd been kind of...
Yeah, she made her TV re-debut last week, 2 weeks ago.
She kind of needs the belt, like, ASAP.
Yeah, I really hope she gets it at SummerSlam, because I think that's what they're building towards. Sasha Charlotte one-on-one, SummerSlam. And that would be the perfect place for her to win it, because that's where she lost the NXT belt last year. And so if she wins the women's strap this year in Brooklyn, that would be really cool.
So, speaking of wrestling, I thought this was kind of worth bringing up because I could give this as a recommendation. There is a new wrestling documentary on Netflix. Is
it the resurrection of Jake the Snake?
Yes.
Yeah. DDP Yoga.
Did you watch it?
I have not yet. It is on my list. I actually do DDP Yoga. So I'm actually really excited to see my workout plan basically bring Jake the Snake back from the brink of death. Because we had a death pool. You and I actually had a death pool. Who was going to die first, Scott Hall or Jake the Snake? Now we have no idea.
Because, yeah, they're both hopefully permanently on the uptick.
Yeah. Now we just have to buy each other dinner because we're friends.
Yep. Well, that'll happen in August.
Yep.
It was really good. I thought it makes me want to do DDP Yoga.
I can hook you up.
Okay, because I need to find like a way to. I was kind of talking about this. I kind of need to find a way to work out a little bit, but unfortunately, I've been having like kind of just like lower back problems, and so I need to find something that can kind of work around that.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like no impact, so you won't hurt yourself like running in place or jumping jacks or anything. It's really cool. Like I was able to do it in a like 200 square foot room, like full of stuff. So it's perfect. It's good.
Cool.
Awesome. Man, we covered the whole gamut.
Yeah, we did. This was a really productive catch up.
Yeah, definitely. And hopefully we'll have a lot more consistent. We say that every time. But now I have internet, so
we got internet. I'm like on a slightly better schedule because I actually work. I get off earlier, so I wouldn't be keeping you up as late now.
Nice. That's awesome. And my work schedule has leveled itself out. I was closing every night for a while, so that's good. Yeah. So hopefully we will be coming at you a lot more frequently. And worst case scenario, we got special surprises coming in August. And maybe a special surprise in October, too. So yeah, keep an eye out for those, an ear out for those. Definitely check out all of the other great stuff on middleofnowheregaming.com. Subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff on the iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts from. It helps everybody out. Definitely catch Adam. He's on the Middle of Nowhere Gaming podcast proper. What else are you on? You're on another thing, right?
No, these are kind of my things right now. Yeah,
definitely check out like the the Mong YouTube channel, Middle of Nowhere Gaming on Twitch, all that good stuff. You can like us on Facebook, Friendly Neighborhood Fanboys. You can also follow us on Twitter at FN Fanboys, and email us any of your questions, comments, concerns, or any topics you want to hear us tackle at fnfanboys@gmail.com. Anything else to add, Adam, before we head on out for the evening?
It was so nice talking to you again.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's good.
Yeah.
This has been your Friendly Neighborhood Fanboys with MiddleOfNowhereGaming.com. We will holler at you very, 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 very soon.